Hi, I'm Robert Jeffress, pastor of First Baptist Church in Dallas and Bible teacher on Pathway to Victory. I want to say a special word of greeting to my friends at Books A Million. I'm so excited to announce the release of my brand new book this fall, Choosing the Extraordinary Life, God's 7 Secrets for Success and Significance. You don't have to wait until you die to go to heaven to experience God's blessing. Everyone can experience an extraordinary life right now. And that's what this book is all about. My book uses Elijah's life as a background for 7 key principles for experiencing significance and success in your life. Now, let me be very clear, this is not a Bible study on the life of Elijah, but instead Elijah serves as the backdrop for discovering these eternal principles. You know, the Bible tells us that Elijah was an ordinary person who had an extraordinary life because of these 7 principles that he embraced. Principle number 1, discover your unique purpose. God has given each one of us a unique purpose in life. And in this chapter, you'll learn how to discover that unique purpose. Second, determine to influence your culture. Elijah didn't live his days in a holy huddle, just ministering to those around him. Instead, he tried to influence his culture for God. And in this chapter, I'll show you how you can be an influence for God in a culture that is decaying and darkening. Third, wait on God's timing. Successful people learn how to wait on God. Elijah had to spend 3 years in hiding before God used him in a remarkable way. And in this chapter, I'll show you what you can learn during those times of waiting. The 4th secret is deciding to burn the ships. There has to be that time in your life when you decide you're all in God's plan for your life. For Elijah, that experience was on Mount Carmel. But every person has to have that burn the ships moment that determines our future. The 5th secret for an extraordinary life is practicing the principles of powerful praying. Elijah's simple 62-word prayer caused the fire of God to fall down on Mount Carmel and consume the sacrifice. In this chapter, I talk about how to unleash God's power through prayer in your life. Principle number 6, significant and successful people learn how to handle bad days. All of us go through times of depression or discouragement or simply doubting God. Elijah had those times when he wanted to hide in a cave and turned his back on God's calling for his life. Bad days can't be avoided, but they can be handled. And in this chapter, you'll learn how to do just that. And finally, significant and successful people live their lives with the end in mind. In this chapter, I talk about how to leave a legacy that will last long after you're gone from this earth. I think you can see from the contents of this book that this is an extremely practical, but also extremely biblical book. Trust me, everyone wants to live an extraordinary life, and this book will show the reader how to do just that.